Well, welcome to A Few Good Men podcast. Today I'm here with my man Mo Brooks, owner of this barbershop, Mo Cuts Barbershop Academy. He's advocate for the community. You know what I'm saying? He's in the church, walks on the leadership of God, and we'd like to, answer some questions and for leaders, in this community. I see him as a leader in this community. For one, allowing this to go on in here. You know what I'm saying? It's put together for him, Joaquin Hunter. And I see him as his pointers and advice and things for the youth coming up, younger black men or just men, So I'm gonna ask him a couple of questions. What made you attend this a few good men or want to be a part of this, help put it together? What was your mindset on that? What made you want to do this?
I know what men need. You know what I mean? And when I say that, to say one of the things that men need is an opportunity to have to let their hair down, that they don't have to keep the shield up, that they don't have to filter their words with so much, you know what I mean? Because they're scared of judgment, scared of if I release this part, they're gonna look at me crazy, you know what I mean? So I keep my barbershop the same way. I do strictly walk-ins, I don't do appointments, and so I know the help that it's had with the youth and with other people, you know what I mean? So even with the barbershop, you figure it's where are you going to get a place that you can have the hustler, the preacher, the lawyer, the police officer, the married man, the single man, the divorced man, the dude that's been in jail, the dude that ain't never been in jail but on his way there because of what he's doing. Where can you find a place that all of those people can be in one place at the same time and ain't nobody feeling on edge, ain't nobody feeling out of place, you know what I mean?
It's about to be the self, right? Let the hair down, be the self. So what are you looking for to gain out this experience from the teaching aspect or learning?
Honestly, man, just again that togetherness, you know what I mean? Just that togetherness, that feeling of okay, all ain't lost. I ain't the only one. You know what I mean? And too often we feel like what I'm going through, ain't nobody gonna understand. Ain't nobody else going through it until you hear, wait a minute. Oh, y'all been through that too?
Yeah.
Oh, you go. You know what I mean? So now it makes me want to share, want to open up. You know what I mean? But too often, man, we as men, we kind of looked at if we ain't got our tough shield on, that I'm less of a man. You know what I mean? So
we all need somebody that we can open up to.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that side of it, man. Again, you got the young man, the old man, and everybody's grabbing something from the other.
That's right.
I mean, one of the things I do know, and I was privileged to be able to be raised by men.
Okay.
And I had a chance to be around the hustlers. I had a chance to be around guys that work at the shipyard and guys that's been working, regular jobs and all. So I had a chance to see, just because you look like you got everything going on good on the outside, there's still some turmoil from the inside that can be going on, but it's still a better positive outside on the, outcome at the end of the day.
So being that you said that, is it safe to say, could you say that you could pick up something from each one of those people, something positive to mold your own character? Could you, you know what I'm saying? Although some people might look at something negative as a hustler, but could you get something good from each one? I'll just use that for example. Each one of them put together to become something positive?
Because of my environment, man, growing up again, when I say that to say, I wasn't raised in a 2-parent home. And my dad didn't have the regular job. So I grew up, my house was the spot. You know what I'm saying? And so to see where my brothers and I have come from and where we are and where we came from, it's almost like an oxymoron. Like, wait a minute, that ain't supposed to be y'all. How y'all come out of that? You know what I mean? Neither one of us has never been in jail. Neither one of us hustled. Neither one of both of us are family men. And to look at it, to say, wait a minute, y'all came out of that? Nah, y'all, that ain't, you know what I mean? So, I don't, it gives everybody a chance to see that, okay, regardless to what I started out as, this is one of the quotes I've heard you come out of your womb looking like your mom and your dad,
Okay.
but you go to the grave looking like your decisions.
Okay. Amen. Yeah. Powerful statement. That's a powerful statement.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? That's a powerful statement. So you could take the good and bad from coming from a rough environment. I put it like that.
I don't drink because of that. Personally, because of where I grew up in, I don't drink myself. Now again, to each his own. I don't knock nobody to do, but I never saw a good example of somebody that drink. That, you know what I mean? You take that first drink and everybody got that saying, get that one in, man. I don't, give me my water, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about me, man. I don't.
So you saying that, it seems like, that you could say being around like drinking or smoking, or it could have two different effects on a person. It might could make a person become the same way in their life growing up, or it could make you seeing that like, nah, I don't want no parts of
That's
that.
it.
So okay,
That's it.
we all see how you turned out, the decisions you made out of
That's
it.
it.
All right. So, what do you think you have to offer the movement and the that we're trying to do?
Man, the only thing I got is me. I'm that dude that can pivot. You know what I mean? And I say that to say, I'm structured, I'm disciplined, but I'm not so rigid that if it ain't my way or if it ain't the same way, then I don't know how to.
So you're open-minded,
I'm
basically.
open-minded
You
to
think
all
out the
of
box.
it. Yeah,
what you
for
saying?
sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? I know that those are, I say it like this. We often ask, yo, how was your day? Man, my day was horrible, bro. Man, this is the worst day ever. I'm gonna just tell you, I've never had a bad day.
Okay. Elaborate on
I've
that.
had a bad moment,
Okay.
but I've never had a bad day.
Okay.
It's 24 hours in the day. You mean to tell me all 24 are bad? Absolutely not. That's a decision.
Okay.
So I tend to be optimistic about life. I tend to see the positive side out of life as opposed to looking at it from my tire blew out at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get it fixed until 12. I got the car fixed at 12, and then here is at 2 o'clock. I'm on my way to work, and I ran out of gas because I forgot that you know what I mean? But I got it. Bad moments. But in the middle of between the 8 to 12, I was able to stop and have a conversation with somebody that I learned something from it that they were going through that I was able to help them out on, or they made me see my situation wasn't as bad because, you know what I mean? So it's just, I just tend to see positive out of everything, man.
So basically, you replace your negative thoughts with a positive one to overcome the situation, right?
Yep.
But like you said, a lot of times we go through things for your testimony to help the next person out.
Yep.
You could have went through something that helped somebody out, the same thing.
Yep.
So I get that. I get that. So we all see that, you're a successful person and what you've been doing and all that in life. Let me ask you this. What changes you think you had to make in your life to better yourself or to better your outcome if you had to make any?
I had my surgery one time. I had my hip replacement, and I went to the doctor, and I had to do therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor said, I had to sit up in the chair, get up, get down, get up, get down.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a grunt, to get up. And he said, "Oh, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little want to."
Okay.
I said, and that just stuck with me. Bro, you can complain about whatever you want to complain about, but if you don't want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to sit still if you don't want to. Just sit still is hard to do if you don't want to. So when it comes to anything in life that I do, I want to.
Okay.
And when I want to, ain't nothing gonna stop me.
You make a decision to do it.
Yeah, ain't nothing gonna stop me.
Okay.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me.
Okay.
Not me. I'm self-motivated. But you know what I mean? Like, when I got to get up in the morning at 5, I don't set no alarm. The only reason I do set an alarm is to make sure I don't oversleep.
Okay.
But 9 times out of 10, if I need to be up at 5, 4:30, I'm already up. I'm already starting to move my body. It's just programmed like that. I don't know. It just makes it happen. You know what I mean? So self-motivated, self-determined.
So do you ever feel like sometimes you got to push yourself, or like sometimes do you ever get up, but I ain't gonna do that today. I don't feel like it was you know? Or if you did, what would you do to change it? And I said,
I don't, and I don't. The reason I don't is because what's up, Ron? And the reason I don't is because I know ain't nobody gonna do it for me.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because so it's one of those. If I don't, who will?
All right.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody that I can tag in. Yeah, I'm married, but you know what I got to do. My wife got her own stuff to do.
Yeah.
So I can't tag her in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I feel you coming from that because that comes from an aspect of a man thought that we the provider for the family, the maintainer, sustainer, protector. So there's a lot of things we gonna take upon ourselves anyway. If you're a good man, you know. I feel that. So let me see. Did you have to make any sacrifices or like cut any people out your life or let some things go?
I've never been that dude, and that's all. Be honest with you, that's always been a for me. That's always been one of them. That you hear watch Facebook. Oh, I'm cutting folks out. I'm cutting folks off. I'm cutting folks. The only people I've been noticed that do a whole lot of cutting folks off and cutting folks out are people that needed something from them from folks anyway. They were never the
They
people
were looking for something from
They
them.
were never the people that you could call on to be the help that you need. They were always the ones that, and most of the time they cutting folks off because they needed some help and just found a straw. I ain't getting it to you. Oh, I'm cutting folks off. So for me, I ain't never been that dude for cutting folks off because the old folks used to say, don't burn a bridge because you don't know when you have to go back and cross it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
That's right. So you feel like, okay, let's say if somebody in your life that's difficult or toxic, like you feel like they don't do you no good being around, you feel like it's better to cut them off to, to try to achieve the goal you're trying to make, or keep them by your side and try to help them have a different look on life and see things differently and help them too. What would you
a
be your
little
take on
both,
that?
but I'll say it like this: I just believe you attract who you are.
Okay.
You attract who you are.
That was a great session right there.
Not bad.
God be the glory. From a good leader in the community, just want to put some words for him. And it was good feedback.